have over 140 songs on my YouTube and 61 broadcasts. One of the songs is called Part of the Plan, Dan Fogelberg. It says, love when you can, cry when you have to, be who you must, it's a part of the plan. So I got to find that song. It was Dan Fogelberg's Part of the Plan. So I found that song, I recorded it, and it ends, be who you must, it's a part of your plan, a part of the plan. Await your arrival with simple survival. And one day we'll all understand.
One day we'll all understand. Okay, Bill, thanks for being our guest on Unplugged. Welcome to the show.
You know, I've been waiting for this moment, and you had many chances to bail out, but
yes, and don't make me regret this.
No. Well, listen, you're a dear spirit. I've known you probably at least a third of my life, over 25 years. So we've been doing broadcasts, public access TVs, going to baseball games, and I want to take your hand.
Okay. Yes.
We're going to do a prayer because this is a beautiful spirit of you and me.
Okay.
Praise be God, whose food we eat and through whose goodness we live. Amen.
All right. I'm really touched. I like that. I like
because
that. Nothing wrong with a little prayer before.
I've said this.
I think we might need a prayer for this podcast. So, Bill, we've worked together before on American Dreamer.
American Dreamer show.
It kind of went down like this. Hey, John, I understand you know how to set up a podcast studio, you and James. Can you help me set up my podcast studio? And next thing you knew, we were doing 40 episodes. I don't think we ever really intended to be the host and co-host.
It evolved. It was so wonderful how, we were going to just do the podcast, but I said, I really like 3-dimension, with the video. And then we made it work. I think we had fun. You were just animated.
What originally inspired you to start creating content? It started somewhere. It started with you doing a little bit of singing, and then next thing you know, you're doing a podcast. So how did that all come about? It had something to do with your books, I think.
I'm very blessed. That's how it started. The good Lord gave me a lot of energy. And in the beginning, it was almost detrimental. When I was growing up, my mother wasn't going to have any more kids because I was a hellion. I told you
she wanted to break the mold?
Oh, she said we can't have it. And this is with my dad. Both of them, they threw their hands up. My alter egos growing up were Peter Pan and Dennis the Menace. And my mother wasn't going to have any more kids. And they said, Thelma, the chances of you having another Billy is 14 million to 1. She said, those are pretty good odds. So 5 years later, my sister was born, Bonnie Lynn. And she was an angel. And then I evolved, and I had the energy, and I had the benefit of 2 wonderful mentors, and I use that in my teaching. And I tell the students that they need to have a positive mentor that they should surround themselves with, friends, family, because so many times you get into the wrong.
I thought I was your mentor, Bill.
One of my first mentor was Joe Baby. It was my dad.
Your dad, yeah.
Yes,
So let's talk about your dad. Let's talk about the book. Let's talk about American Dreamer, the book.
So my dad, they were being tried disciplinarian, and I was a lot to discipline for, but
you still are,
and I am still because I never grew up. That's my Peter Pan.
Yes, that is true. You never grew up.
But I lost my Dennis the Menace a little bit. So my dad, he had patience of the Saint Joseph. And he gave me enough rope. They wanted me to do good. My mother, as smart as my dad was, he had a master's degree, the first one in the family and everything. But my mother was the one that had the common sense in the family. She, very calming influence. He got riled. He told me, she said, Bill, you should be a lawyer because I would try to get out of it.
I remember your parents. They were all lovely people, lovely couple. Always smiling.
Yes, doing good things. And that's part of my DNA, John.
What was the moment where you said, I miss my dad, I love my dad, I'm going to write a book about him?
It happened before.
I get it now. And I remember you telling me this. He
was
saved
there.
everything. He saved clips. He was meticulous about saving newspaper clippings and things, kind of like you are. You like to save things.
I'm not as organized. I'm a pack rat. He was organized. Just to show you, before the millennium in 2000, the St. Petersburg Times, he saved every one of those for 100 years. So
I recall, the story of your mom and dad were made into a podcast.
Oh, it was it cost me some money, but it was so Hollywoodish.
Yeah.
And my sister said, that's not true. I said, Bonnie, listen, we have it. They had actors. The guy that did Son of Anarchy, and they had a Brooklynese actress who played my mother.
I listened to it recently.
True War Stories.
Yeah, that's the name of the podcast, the True War
Apple
Stories.
Entertainment.
Yeah, and it was really well done.
You're not dancing? How about a twirl?
No, sorry, I'm waiting for someone.
Oh, lucky you, someone is right here.
That's not what I mean. Buzz off.
Ah, come on. Just one dance, then you can be rid of me.
I'm meeting a date, and you won't be very happy seeing me dance with another man.
You're Thelma, right?
Oh, how'd you know?
Like I said, I'm the one you're waiting for.
Is this true? Is it that part of it wasn't embellished?
No. And he waited at the doorsteps when she came home. He knew she was the one.
You had a book that came out before.
Light, Courage, and Hope.
Okay.
But the first book, my very dear friend David Kalin, Dr. Dave, he had a cantor who was a Holocaust survivor. And the cantor asked, he says, I want to do this second book. So he said, Bill, maybe you could do something with the cantor. I said, hi, Cantor Halbin. Dr. Dave told me to come over to help you. And he looks at me and he looks up and he said, oh, you must be an angel.
It was like,
And I said, well, so I try to put it in perspective between what the cantor went through, and my dad helped in liberating one of the camps in Buchenwald. He was with the 1st Army Rear Echelon. So back to the book. The dad image. And he stood about 5'5" like me, and he was like head and shoulders above everybody. He just had a presence. In the book, there are so many examples of what this man meant to people that they would write about. They took the time and effort. When he left the Hirshhorn Museum and Sculpture Garden, he was the administrator, one of his staff that sent to him, and she said, Joe, your calm, cool demeanor kept us working on things, and you will be missed as much the work of art.
You're getting choked up.
Will be missed as much as the work of art that are here. No, this is one of the things that worked for me. I carry cough drops around. I mean, it's not appropriate to take out some Listerine and goggle, so I carry Coke.
Let's talk about American
please.
Dreamer.
Okay. My dad would not have envisioned. I mean, he started getting the mental picture that I had something to transform his life into print. So he had always written stuff, everything. He wrote letters to congressmen, senators. So these are things that I learned from him. Letters that he wrote to my mother during the war. So it gave me a really good feeling. I said, this is something, I want to keep the legacy.
Okay. And so having already written one book, you said, hey, I did it before. I'm an author now. I can do it again. You were ready. And you have a third book coming out.
The back cover has pictures of me teaching. I have a quote from Prophet Micah. Prophet Micah said, how should I love the Lord? Walk humbly. Don't be too presumptuous. It's really a nice quote.
Yes, Bill. Walk humbly. Don't be too presumptuous.
I got to read that every day.
Yeah.
And that's what the YouTube channel that you guys gave me the presence of mind, because it promotes the
Bill Sefekar Experience. Let's talk about the Bill Sefekar Experience, because it's a channel on YouTube. And on this channel, we could see your podcasts. And it's a kind of a hodgepodge of different things, your music, and tell us about how that came to be.
You know, I believe in spirits, positive spirits. I don't like negative spirits. But the thing that I have a firm belief is that one of my covers on the songs, I have over 140 songs on my YouTube and 61 broadcasts. One of the songs is called Part of the Plan, Dan Fogelberg. It says, love when you can, cry when you have to, be who you must, it's a part of the plan. So I got to find that song. It was Dan Fogelberg's Part of the Plan. So I found that song, I recorded it, and it ends, be who you must, it's a part of your plan, a part of the plan. Await your arrival with simple survival. And one day we'll all understand.
One day we'll all understand.
So that sort of captures.
Thank you for saying that, Bill, because right now I don't understand.
You will.
No, thank you. That's a good word of wisdom. Let's talk a little bit about your music and the music that you perform. And I always tell you, you know, hey, you're doing this for an audience, and you always choose to do the less known John Denver songs. And my advice to you was always, Bill, you're doing this for an audience. Sing Take Me Home Country Road and sing Rocky Mountain High and the tunes that everybody can sing along with.
It works.
But it's more about the message, right?
Yeah, music is the message. That's mood message music is what I do.
So when you do something like Healing Time on Earth, okay, a song that most people would maybe not be familiar with, what's the reaction of the audience?
It just so happened this past December 21st, I was asked to perform at the Interfaith Healing Service that was at Temple B'nai Israel in Clearwater. And they had all these churches and synagogue temples there. And I had full reign pretty much. And I selected, that was one of my songs, Heart to Heart. My heart to yours, your heart to mine. Love is the light that shines from heart to heart. So that's just another song. The man, I'm sending over 40 songs to the St. Petersburg Archdiocese. That's my project, to apply for sainthood for John Denver. I know it's out of the ballpark, as we would say, but the man, every song, Wings That Fly Me Home.
So there's more to John Denver than just these mega hits.
Stuff.
And he's recorded. How many albums have
27.
He has 27 albums. John Denver has 27 albums, and
I have 13 of his songbooks on my.
And you know like every one of his songs.
I think I do, but the good Lord sends me these songs.
So you would consider yourself like a John Denver super fan.
Yes, and I sing his praises, and I wish I could do more, and I will once I get my cockamamie book finished.
Cockamamie, that's a great word. So you've been performing music out in the public, and how do you get these gigs?
Talk to people or go to the restaurants or friends or something. One of the highlights is that at Mother's Restaurant, about 2 years ago, I performed on Mother's Day. It was
You
really
performed on Mother's Day at Mother's.
Yes, and also on Father's Day. It was cool. It was cool, and I do open mics and stuff like that. But how I first started, John, when I was working at the Planning Commission in Hillsborough, they had a little cafe downstairs. And I got friends with the owner. He was a dear soul. And he had like a mini Friday happy hour without alcohol. And he said, well, yeah, bring your guitar. And I would play some of my Jimmy Buffett and Elton John and John Denver, Kenny Loggins. I take my guitar to the park.
You play for the Dolphins, not the Miami Dolphins.
The real Dolphins.
The real Dolphins, yes.
I played at Clearwater Marine Aquarium. I was supposed to be there like around 10 o'clock, and I got there a little early, John. Could you imagine I was there early?
No, I can't imagine.
The Dolphins were hysterical. I could use a better word, but they showed their... Yes, that's exactly that. Thank you for the sound. So they appreciated me, so much so that they started performing. They actually thought I was their handlers. I got there before the handlers with the food. So they were doing all kinds of tricks, and I have it all recorded on my YouTube channel. They did, and they liked the song. But
they liked your music.
Safety Harbor, Felipe Park, I bring my guitar there, and at least on 3 or 4
you sit like right on the edge there,
and
they come swimming out of the water and they jump,
they splash and frolic, and they appreciate it. They said, they really like your music, the guy said it. I said, I guess, I mean.
The Dolphins are your biggest fans, would you say?
I want to go back. I miss them so bad. I'm going to jump in the water with them. It's funny.
That's a good idea, Bill. Why don't you jump in the water with the Dolphins?
They don't have teeth, do they?
You have little
not
teeth.
the big ones.
Yeah. Speaking of Abra, your little puppy.
Retriever?
Yeah.
So I met someone, and they said, "Oh, you don't need a dog like that." And she was a nice puppy when she was small, and she was very loving. And one of my cover songs was "Silly Love Songs" by Paul McCartney. They say the world is full of silly love songs. I look around and say, isn't so? Say the world is full of silly love songs. What's wrong with that?
What is wrong with that?
I like to know. Oh, here I go. Oh, yeah. I love you. So we interspersed. Not talking to you, John.
Oh,
I like you.
I thought you were talking to me.
No. But I like you a lot. Okay. So anyway, I have the video of when she was a puppy, when she was 3 months old, and interspersed with the video of
and this is on your YouTube channel.
It was on my YouTube, Silly Love Songs. And another endearing one is when I was feeding her popcorn. She's never had popcorn before. She said, if you make a batch of popcorn, I'll eat it.
She said that.
She gave me a card for my birthday.
Oh, yeah. We have the card right here.
Oh, how that's sweet. Yeah, that's a friend of mine.
So, Bill, you've taken a lot of chances in life, right? Your book, your music. What have those experiences taught you, and what keeps you motivated to keep creating and putting yourself out there?
Remember, I used to say, if you can dream it, you can believe it, you believe it, you feel it, and you do it. Stand by. Everybody has
like a little guardian angel?
Guardian angel.
Yeah.
Well,
or a guardian devil, maybe.
No, it's guardian angel. I had my choices. I think I did. But the good Lord knew he needed extra. I have 2 guardian angels. One on each shoulder. I am so fortunate. And I know little things happened during the day that said I could have done this. Not anything bad, but something intercedes. And the songs that come to me, the songs are just unbelievable. There was this one song that captures anybody that does music, soul and everything. And it was Dobie Gray's song, Drift Away.
Give me the people to free my soul. I want to get lost in your rock and roll and drift away.
Oh, that captures so much. And I learned that song and I recorded it. So this is the thing, these songs that just filtered down. It's songs that John Denver, that I wouldn't even have thought that he... It's Take Me to Tomorrow.
Is that a John Denver song?
Yes. Take me to tomorrow, take me there today.
See, unfortunately, I don't know that
Nobody
song,
knows,
so I can't sing along with you.
No, but I'm telling you, I said, all right, take me there tomorrow, take me there today. I've had my share of sorrow and feeling this way. And it goes through this whole thing. I'm going to do things differently. And so live for the positive, for tomorrow. But that's how these songs, they just filter down. So these lyrics, just effervescent. They mean so much to me. Like, take me to tomorrow. This one, you can do what you want to do.
Oh, that's a Beatles song, isn't it?
Well,
do what you want to do.
It could
think for yourself. Oh, sorry.
You can do whatever you want to do, wherever you want to go. It's up to you. And wouldn't it be fine following your heart, playing your own part? You and me out on a farm. Let the sun be our alarm. Kicking off your shoes, doing what we choose. Wouldn't it be fine knowing you're mine anytime you want to be? I don't want to own you. I don't want to hold. I just want you, need you. I want you to. And that's what I believe, that these songs permeate. They come inside and I spew them out.
You spew them out.
I
Yes,
really
you do.
love music. Music is a heartbeat next to my soul. You know that, John.
I know that. When you look back on your life and your experiences, what is something that truly worked for you?
That I can be me. Because I have an endearing soul, like everyone. And I can portray it. I can project it. I make it up. I told you I had that flag on my car, American flag. I've had that for 8-10 years. That flag saves me hours all the time. I'm out there in the dark, in the parking lot, in the rain. I see that American flag. And these are things that I don't know why, I don't know how, that I do in my routine, in my hygiene. I use Q-tips in my ears. Okay, not a lot of people.
That's a little bit too much information.
Yeah, and I dry my toes, and I don't get athlete's feet. And this is the whole routine.
This is what's in your book. These
Yes,
things are actually in your book.
It has to be part of what worked for me. The title of that book. It says it projects what changes a life, what makes a difference, and it's little things that can take you to the next plateau or next chapter in your life. I've had so many doors open.
You've had a lot of chapters in your life. You certainly have.
Thank you, Lord. And
Bill, what excites you about the future?
I really have deep down exponential feeling of gladness. The essence of life. I have so many wonderful people that are in my life now and have been, and you know a good deal of them. And none of them always had good things. And I just, I'm thankful every day. And Lord, I'm for what I have, I'm more than fortunate, because everybody has problems and stuff, and I have, but people that have come in my life for a reason.
Everybody that you run into teaches you a lesson. And there's a lesson for me meeting you. I'm not sure what that is yet, but
You've been questioning that for so
questioning
freaking long.
Someday I may be rewarded for.
I know you will. If I have anything to do with it, believe me, you're on the top 5, okay?
Top 5. Thank you. Bill, thank you so much for being our guest. Give me a fist bump.
I hope it comes out as good as you would want it to be.
Yeah, I think we have something to work with.
I would love to play
here.
a song. Maybe we can interfuse one.
Oh, we're going to go out with one of your songs.
That warms the cockle of my heart. Life is older, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like the breeze. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country road.
Can't Tampa Bay Community Network offers media training, editing services, and resources to bring your ideas to life. Visit tbcn.org to learn more and check out our content on YouTube at Tampa Bay Community Network. See you next time.